Look at this baby lion, showing the front 2 teeth. Fiona the hippo photobombs couples engagement pics. The funniest animal photobombs ever. Apparently, that's how you weigh a baby giraffe. Fluffy cows after shampoo and conditioner. When they weigh baby koalas, they sometimes do it with a toy to stop separation anxiety from its mother. Today, I picked up a new hobby, drawing stick figure arms on birds. World's only white giant panda, spotted alongside others in southern China. Sorry, my car's such a mess. You can just put them in the back. I would love to have this problem. This is the purest thing. Walrus becomes emotional when receiving a cake made of fish for its birthday. Baby gorilla interacts with baby deer, the most precious thing you will see today. I wish I could give him a hug. I caught a beluga scaring this poor lady at an aquarium. Guess which dog has never seen the ocean? I'm losing my mind over these butt cheeks. This raccoon is dumb thick. This baby hippo got swept away by a tsunami, and a 130-year-old tortoise became his new best friend. Delighted to discover that nature has evolved a bat that looks exactly like a jam donut. This photographer tracked this squirrel's life for 6 years. These chinchilla's butts are so round, they look fake. Chinese panda keepers wear panda costumes to prevent human attachment. I have to remember to silence my phone before I take photos. I feel like everybody needs to see this very important picture of a squirrel being hit by a sudden gust of wind chasing a butterfly. Mother elephant shields her baby from the rain. I have just found out about the Sydney annual duck fashion show. The power of a hug. A fox sleeping on my skylight. They just got stung by a bee. What is the silliest looking animal you can think of? Octopuses can fit through any gap larger than their beak. What a beautiful octopus. If snails are so slow, how come nobody sees them coming? It's always like, bam, then there's a snail. Hey kid, want to buy some milk? Oh no, sorry, I have to be somewhere. This baby panda is hurt after falling and asks for a hug from the nanny. This baby penguin looks like an angry kiwi fruit. Drone captures whale going up to visit people on a dock. Why do people always try to touch things? This crow has a walk worthy of the most prestigious fashion shows, protecting her eggs from a tractor. Current mood, absolutely losing it over these pictures of bad panoramas of dogs. If it's cold for you, it's too cold for them. Bring them inside. A baby fox fell asleep on my car at school, and now I'm stuck here. My snake turned 2 today. I don't like the crust either, bud. If I had to reincarnate, I would be a panda. I have been cackling in my bed for the past 5 minutes because of how this little puppy sleeps. I would pass out if I saw this. God knew not to make these things fast. Sandra, the orangutan, started to clean her enclosure and wash her hands after observing her caretakers do the same thing. And the lion deadass thought this was funny as hell. Look at the face he makes. Sometimes you just need to look at photos of cows sitting like dogs. You are welcome. Harvest mouse on a dandelion. He's undercover. No, I see him. Boo. This looks like it's right out of a cartoon. This mama cat sent her kitten to the hospital to get help. Definitely husband and wife after 6 years of marriage. Polar bear cub making snowballs gets surprised by a seal. Orphaned dog tis after being reunited with mother cow who raised him when he was a puppy. What the hell type of fish is this? A raccoon introduces his shy and hairless brother to his friends. This melts my heart. The great-eared nightjar is pretty much a baby dragon. This is really sad. Fact of the day, zebra stripes are not always black and white. Sometimes they are black and orange. This is a giraffe feeling like a bad parent. Quackers toss their babies at predators so they can escape. Penny sustained an injury to her eye, and after being stitched up by the vet, they needed a way to protect it, so this is what happened. Went to the zoo today, and I'm 99% sure that is not a cheetah. Stop what you are doing. Canadian lynx also do the thing that house cats do, where they stop grooming with their legs stuck in the air. Okay, carry on. This is a poodoo deer. It's the world's smallest deer. They live in bamboo thickets to hide from predators. Pelicans have no food preferences. They will eat anything. Love is the answer to all of the questions. I'm a horse vet. This adorable little guy fell asleep on my feet while I talked to his people. Cows are so gentle and the prettiest. Have you ever seen an albino raccoon before? Well, now you have. I just found out the offspring of a goat and a sheep is called a geep, and they're the cutest little shits ever, and I want 200 of them. This mother lost her baby in labor. 2 days later, the mare was introduced to a foal who had lost her mother. This photo was taken an hour after the two were introduced. All kids are the same, no matter what the species. Why is this goat so pretty? It's like a fairy. What kind of goat is this? A 2-hour-old baby hippo. This is a harpy eagle, the largest eagle in the world. A camera is much better than a rifle. Stop using straws. This is your last warning. Turtle bites are 100 times more painful than those of a dog. The little beak they have in their mouth is deadly. Each year in Italy, animals are moved to higher ground to graze, but the lambs are too young, so are carried in special pouches worn by the donkeys. Has anybody ever seen that picture of the horse in the pool with the sunglasses is wearing dog on its back with the D from the Hollywood sign thrown in the bushes. How many mental breakdowns have you had today? Venezuelan poodle moth. No sir, I think that's a Pokemon. Baby pangolins always look like they're waiting to nervously ask you to prom. This little guy took refuge from the fireworks on the porch front. If you are having a bad day, just look at this picture of a cat comforting a baby quack daddy. What the fuck? Do not buy plane tickets on Shane. I can't get over this plant that looks like a hummingbird. How do they even know? That requires seeing. Cop saves tiny terrified sloth stuck on a highway. Someone replaced Jurassic Park dinosaurs with cats, and it's hilarious. Hig will sit on my steps and howl until I open the door and acknowledge him. Also, Hig is not my dog. Instead of all the negative postings, here is a picture of some topless chickens in short skirts. This little kangaroo got on his mother's last nerve. No! Not sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Oh my god, the polar bear has got some snow. He must feel so refreshed. Owls were born on my colleague's windowsill a few weeks ago. I just can't even. My wife loves giraffes, so when we first started dating, I took her to her first close-up experience with one. The only acceptable time to have a duck in your selfie. What is this? The cutest caterpillar I have ever seen in my life. Here are the 3 needles felted with white bats. I've used this in a different video, but this is nice. There are usually 2 types of merchants. The way he was eating, having a bad day. Well, here is a smiling lamb. I sold my rug to someone on a marketplace, and they just sent me this picture with the message, "Little man is chuffed. Tip of the day. If you are pouring concrete near a pond that has ducks, it's not a good idea to let the whole crew go on lunch at the same time." Excuse me, but are you aware of Linu, the Finnish president's dog? Does anybody know what sort of bird this is? Can cats and raccoons be friends? They can be friends, and also enemies. Looks like mine, but I have doubts. That cat came to drink milk and fight, and he's all out of milk. Not all Australian animals will kill you. Don't get me wrong, he wants to, but he just can't. Oh lord, he's coming. 8-week-old Leo just used the litter box for the first time, and got lots of treats and scratches. This cat loves to show her what the fuck. Mr. Fancy Paws has grown up. The name still stands. I'm not reading this. When you get so drunk, you become a Disney princess. No time to explain. Hop on. Sandra, can you open the fucking door? We kinda got a situation out here. Positive Possum believes you can do anything. I'm begging you to look at this. Correct use of a mask. She was awake for 20 minutes, but would not move because the kitten was asleep. Clumsy animals struggling with the simplest tasks. I do not know who needs to see this, but how are unicorns fake, but giraffes are real? Like, what is more believable? A horse with a horn, or a leopard moose camel with a 40-foot long neck? Horse gets tailored 3-piece suit. Looks absolutely dashing. I asked my girlfriend to come out tonight. She said she could go, but she had to bring a cat along. You do not see these every day. Square tail, square tail, square tail. This dog managed to fall asleep in the most awkward position. People got creative with their chicken coops and built this. This must be what the entrance to heaven looks like. Cage me again, motherfucker. Currently thinking about the Japanese bird, one of the prettiest birds to exist. Animals crossed with fruits and vegetables. This is neither. Now this is how you quit your job. This is a drawing of a dinosaur. It is also my 2 weeks notice. I have never seen a fat tiger until now, so I needed to share. The most important thing you will see today. So, this cute little dog we call Skippy comes to my dad's house every day for treats. Today, he brought his duck friend, Henry. I took my dog to the groomer earlier. I'm not even sure I got the right dog bag. He has a little ball of fur. Feed a fox once, and he will show up like this every day for 6 months. My dad sent me this selfie. Toofies. This goat though. Sorry, Amazon. I did not order a raccoon. The pact has now been made. I was at the zoo the other day, and there was this fucking goose trying to act like a flamingo. She's making sure no one steals it. Tail, check. I do not pet my neighbor's cat often because he can get a little bitey. My new life goal is to be hugged by an otter. Excuse me, I think you left your cat outside. No talk with me. I'm angry. 4-year-old in Virginia today went outside to play, then came back to the front door with a new friend, Murder Mittens. He is Hermie. He is a baby sloth. I've used this meme before. I made funny noises at animals and captured their funny expressions. I'm just saying, if seals are mermaid dogs, then otters are definitely mermaid cats. When someone asks me what I am doing with my life, while doing an important research, I discovered that foxes, in fact, become a loaf. This is a baby hippo, protecting your medical information. Abandoned Hobbiton from Lord of the Rings, taken over by sheep, as it should be. Going on a date. I'm really nervous. I hope she likes my new shirt. The death of Achilles, 350 BC, colorized. China prepares for 100,000 ducks to battle Pakistan's locust swarms. A single duck can eat more than 200 locusts in a day. Homie is on his 9th life. He isn't taking any chances. Warning, do not get into a breathing contest with a naked mole rat. Hold on, Carol. A fucking tiger just jumped into into my kitchen. Sea urchins protect themselves by putting rocks and shells on their heads, so apparently if you give them tiny hats, they will put them on and wear them. When you're a goose, but you are also an 18th century judge. Land puppy, sea puppy, sky puppy. But everything changed when the fire puppy attacked. My all-time favorite genre of photographs is tranquilized bear falls out of tree. Oh my gosh, I have 2 hands and 3 foods. Oh, you poor little dude. I have never seen an animal looking more distressed. If you've been having a bad day, here is a hedgehog with a strawberry on its head. I won't ask again, where the hell did you get those breadcrumbs? Just crocodile problems. This 9-month-old tiger was so sick, she weighed 30 pounds when she was supposed to weigh around 120. When she was rescued from the circus, her bald spots covered almost her entire body, and her skin was dry, with cracked, darkened areas and bleeding. At first, the people looking after the tiger had to get her into medicated bath, but the cubs soon started to like them, and her condition improved drastically. Within 8 months, she looked like a real tiger. She was then introduced to bigger tigers, named Smuggler, who went crazy for her and was always showing off to her. Now the two live in the same enclosure together, and Asha is very healthy, and a very much loved tigress. Breaking news: Turtle attempts to escape because you haven't subscribed. Fuck you, that's why.